Summertime at the blues on a Saturday, man. Turn that frown upside down. The late, great Roy Buchanan. Yeah, he's in the loading zone. I talked about that one last week on a Friday Cheers. It's a Saturday Cheers this week because Patty, it's my wife. You all know her, Patty Cheesecake. We were out on the town last night. Oh, yeah. Well, Saturday Cheers to you. Little flower power. Psychedelic, man. Wow. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, we're in the loading zone with Roy. Right. Good stuff, man. All right. Yes. So anyway, yeah, like I said, went to a little soiree last night with Patty. Got dressed up and all that. Oh, hey, Colton, what's up, man? So, yeah, we did that, and then that's that. So it's Saturday all of a sudden. So today, I was up doing my usual thing. It's turned into a bit of a ritual. I was walking up here because we're living in Elmwood Village here in the city of good neighbors, Buffalo, New York. This beer's from Ithaca, New York. That's south of Syracuse. Yeah, the flower power. Peace and love. Yeah, let's keep it psychedelic, babies. All right, so anyway, yeah, I was over at Revolver. I met the owner today, actually, Phil. He's usually at the Transit Road location, but Phil is anxiously getting things ready for the move on Elmwood Ave. Across the street, they're going to be a double-decker store with even a little bar in there, apparently. I can't wait. So they're going to have a grand sort of reopening, I guess, around Black Friday. And Record Store Day will be that day. Yeah, and I'm going to get that live Jerry Garcia thing, hopefully. So, yeah, everything's coming together here, again, in the city of good neighbors. Wonderful people here. So, yeah, when you vinyl community people get your asses out here next July, I'll take you over there to meet Phil. So, yeah, speaking of, I was there last Saturday. So I'm just going to show some stuff that I got last Saturday. I'm very happy with it. And let's kick it off. So like I said, I always leave these sleeves now from Revolver because they grade everything. And I couldn't walk away from this one. $5, very good. Had my original copy of this when it came out around 1979, 1980. Triumph Allied Forces. There they are on the back. Gil Moore on drums. Mike Levine on bass. And the great Rick Emmett on lead guitars and vocals. There's his Flying V right there. There he is sporting his Habs jersey for Olivier over at Vinyl Montreal there. Him and Katie, shout out. Yeah, right on. Bonjour, Olivier, Katie. So anyway, and my friend French Vinyl Addict too. He's up in Quebec. So anyway, I had a copy of this like middle school days. Then it grew legs, and then I bought a CD copy, which I have, but it's unfortunately... It's in storage with the bulk of my collection until we find a house. Colton's whining. He wants to get out. In the apartment here, Patty's gotten into this habit of letting him walk around out in the hallway. So when he wants to go out, he starts to whine. It's like a dog. I'm going to try to ignore Colton right now. I was going to get up and humor him, but he'll settle down. So anyway, on the inside, a couple of cool shots. Yeah, right here. There's Rick getting down. So if you've never seen Triumph Live, go on YouTube. Look up Triumph Live 1983 at the US Festival. That was that big giant festival put on by that computer guru guy, Steve Wozniak. He was just like a rich guy and wanted to see all his favorite bands, so he put that thing together. US Festival was like one day, it was like heavy metal day. Triumph were on heavy metal day, although I would not classify Triumph as a heavy metal band. They're just a hard rock outfit. And this, I believe, was their 4th or 5th studio album. Really, really excellent. And of course, the album that they toured on the US Festival, I'm trying to think of the name of it. I'm having a brain freeze. With the orange cover. When the Lights Go Down was just a wicked, wicked live cut from that they did at US Festival. Yeah, look up When the Lights Go Down and any number of these tracks too that they performed with the US Festival. Fool for Your Love, Magic Power, Allied Forces, which is the title track for this one. And of course, Fight the Good Fight, kicking off side 2. Wicked, wicked album. Power Trio from Canada. And yeah, like I said, for $5, that was not going to stay there at Revolver. It was coming home with me. More Canadian content for you. Friends of Embryonic Brian. We got Kim Mitchell here. I know Brian's a big fan of Max Webster. That was Kim Mitchell's first band. And this is Kim Mitchell's second solo album. And of course, this is called Shaken Like a Human Being. And there he's wearing his Ontario Provincial Police hat, otherwise known as the OPP. They're the equivalent in Ontario, province of Ontario. If you're in Massachusetts and you see the state trooper, they're like a statey up there. So anyway, Yeah, so there he is on the back. That's a nice shot of Kim right there. So this he was in his younger days, of course. Here, this is, I want to say this is 1986. Yes, it is. So on here you got big hit, Patio Lanterns. Really summer classic tune on this one, In Your Arms. Of course, most of the songs on this written by a songwriting collaborator, a guy named by the name of Pi Dubois. And of course, Peter Fredette right here, and he's singing backing vocals as well. I think Peter played, keyboards and side guitars here. So anyway, really great record. I love Kim. It's fun. I saw him at least 3 times when I was growing up. He'd always play the summer circuit, breezing through Eastern Ontario, of course, where I was living, in the city of the Thousand Islands, Brockville, Ontario. Check it out, but only in the summer months. All right, where are we here? Yeah. Speaking of embryonic, so Sammi Smith here, right? This is her second solo album. I have her first, solo. She was only ever a solo artist. What am I saying? This one's just called Lonesome. She's Lonesome on her second LP here. I think this one from 1971. High praise here from Merle Haggard on the back. He writes a little blurb about her. So anyway, story with her was she went to Nashville. She's actually from Orange County, California. Moved out to Nashville when she was very young. Did her first record. Helped Me Make It Through the Night. She hooked up somehow. Didn't hook up romantically, but Chris Christopherson threw that track her way. And that was a huge single for her on her debut record, Sammy's debut, that is. And this second one's really great. She does a Jerry Jeff Walker tune here, Mr. Bojangles. She does this song, Willie. It's about Willie Nelson. So after she did the first album, she moved to Texas by the time this was recorded and was living in Dallas. And she was good friends with Willie and Waylon, and she was one of the outlaws, Sammi. She doesn't look like an outlaw here, but she had that vibe about her. She didn't fit into the whole Nashville countrypolitan sound, more on her own, just her own unique sound. Kind of a rougher voice, but it sounds great. Really great singer. Yeah, she does a version of the band's The Weight on here as well. So yeah, speaking of embryonic, he's in the middle of doing some rebranding. The press has been trying to dig deeper, but they can't seem to find out what he's doing. Rumor has it, it's going to be an all classic country channel that Brian's doing. And working title for the new channel, ow, Colton just bit my elbow. I think he's going to call it Embryonic Outlaw, but stay tuned for that. I'm sure there'll be breaking news. The TMZ.com people will be knocking on Brian's door any day now because people want to know what Brian's up to. So yeah, Embryonic Outlaw, right? Stay tuned. So Sammi Smith, I'm sure that would be in Brian's wheelhouse once the new channel starts coming together. And then we're going to go for a little reggae action here. Scientist. This is a repressing here from his 1981 third or fourth release. He was only about 20, just a kid at the time, DJ. So he worked with Sly Dunbar and Robbie Shakespeare, of course, from Black Uhuru, among other things. And this is all dubbed, this record here, all mixes and stuff like that. He gave it his own signature sound, like with the whole dub beats and all that stuff. So real cool dub reggae beats. Get down with the Scientist, blaze one, whatever. Get in the mood and feel the vibe of the Scientist. Really good. Nothing really on the inside, just minimalist here. And there you can see. Yeah, originally released in this is the hype sticker. Not sure the repressing on this one, if this was like 2021, 2022. Very recent. Not a record store day thing, but anyway, really nice pressing. Bought this brand new sealed copy. This is the most expensive record in the lot, and this is around $25, $26, but well worth it. If you watch my channel, I dig my reggae beats, and I like the Scientist a lot. So yeah, let's do some science experiments and dig the reggae. All right, little prog. Rarely seen on my channel, but I love Genesis, right? So when I got into Genesis, by the time I got into the early stuff, it was the early 90s. I was buying all CDs. So like I said, a disclaimer here in my older videos, I'm not in the business of duplicating my CD collection on vinyl. Well, I'm doing it again anyway, so what the hell, I'm gonna do it like I just said. And for these prices, and a very good copy here, $7, I'll take it. Listen to this last Sunday, very nice Sunday listen. Of course, selling England by the pound, 1973. Just a wonderful record. Phil Collins, his first time singing lead vocals as well as drums on this one. And because Peter Gabriel, sorry. This was not Phil Collins' debut on vocals. Peter Gabriel was still in the band. I take that back. There he is. They do sound so much alike. When Phil started singing, it does almost sound Peter Gabriel-esque. But anyway, yeah, this was still a 5-piece band. With Steve Hackett still in the band too on guitar. And Tony Banks, Mike Rutherford, and Phil on the drums. Yeah, so selling England by the pound. Wonderful stuff. All right. This was a find and a half right here. So a little jazz for Gary over at Physical Format. I always got to plug Gary's channel. Physical Format, rock and roll, sometimes jazz. Cheers to you, Gary. A little flower power, my man. So this is Getz a Go-Go. So the Go-Go meaning Cafe a Go-Go, which is located in Greenwich Village in New York City. Hugely popular club for the jazz scene back at that time. So this is a VG++ copy for $20. And this is essentially a new record. Unlike the classic country, the jazz stuff sometimes is in much better pristine condition because I guess the jazz people just mellow out and they're not throwing the records around like frisbees and partying. But anyway, yeah, it's Getz a Go-Go featuring Astrid Gilberto. So this was basically, I don't know if they were touring off the Getz Gilberto. So her husband, Astrid's husband, there she is singing, was of course Joa Gilberto. I'll spit it out. There he is, the Brazilian Latin jazz guitarist right there. So they had the collaboration, the girl from Ipanema and all that. So the story goes that Astrid had never even sung a note until she walked into that studio with her husband and with Stan Getz right there, and they cut that album. So then they did some live dates, obviously, including this one. This was August 19th, 1964, Greenwich Village, New York City. There you can see right down in there. Oh, where the hell is it here? Yeah, there, right there, where I'm pointing. So it's a couple of tracks from the Getz Gilberto as well as some others. Oh, you got Corcovado on here, Only Trust Your Heart. Of course, One Note Samba. Here's That Rainy Day, clocking in at 6 minutes. That's a great one. Here's That Rainy Day, very pleasant. That doesn't put you in a good mood. There's no hope for you, I'm sorry. Yeah, back to Canada again. Powder Blues. If you like, if you know the blues collective from Rhode Island called Roomful of Blues, this is kind of a Canadian equivalent. There's another band from Toronto called the Downchild Blues Band. Personnel coming and going all the time, but the Powder Blues has been active for so long. At this point, they were a 7-piece outfit. You can see on the back, there they are. And they're a VG++ copy, $3. I mean, come on. Yeah, that's a pretty cool cover, right? Yeah. So called Thirsty Ears. That's why the ears on the cover, right? Nothing on the inside, very minimalist here. So look up the title track, Thirsty Ears. That's a fun track. And again, for $3, I wasn't going to leave it there. It's coming home with me, Mr. Mike. Yeah, some Chris Rea. I've been getting into Chris Rea a lot lately. And this is, I think, his second album, maybe his third, from 1978. There he is on the back. He's still around, still recording as far as I know. This one called Whatever Happened to Benny Santini right there. And there's Chris right there. He's just got this cool, gravelly voice. And sometimes it even has an early Dire Straits vibe to it for some reason. That just could be my ears playing tricks on me. But yeah, I hear he's on the Magnet label. I guess that's a subsidiary of United Artists. So yeah, Three Angels, just one of those days. I mean, this is good. I've only listened to it through once. But yeah, it's Chris Rea, and it's Whatever Happened to Benny Santini. I don't know what happened to Benny Santini, but I know what's going to happen to this beer. I'm going to drink it. I'm going to say Saturday cheers to you, whatever you're doing out there. From the City of Good Neighbors, I bid you goodbye. Oh, one more thing. Yes, from the City of Good Neighbors here in Buffalo. Tomorrow, Patty and I are going to our first Buffalo Bills game. Cannot wait. I'm very excited about that. And I wanted to give another couple of shout outs to a couple of friends of mine in the vinyl community that have hit some major milestones. I'm talking about David Atkinson, Life Matters, his channel. I'll leave a link in the description. David just broke 5 million. Congratulations, David. What an accomplishment. And my other friend, Craig, he's down in Tennessee here in the U.S. Craig just broke 200,000. I think he's at 202,000. So go over there and give Craig a sub at The Spirit of Vinyl. I'll leave links to both of those channels as well as Embryonic Brian. He's Embryonic Robot right now, but soon to be, Embryonic Cowboy or some shit like that because he's going all country. All right, see you next time.